Yeah, good morning, Aaron. Right now, what you're actually looking at is the marker that actually recognizes, that signifies that moment in history right here. We're here in Fort Monroe right now, right by the water. And if you can you even imagine that this is roughly where those ships came in 1619. But I'm not going to give you guys all of the history because I'm joined with Eola Dance. She's with the National Park Service to tell us a little bit more about that. So good morning, Eola. Yeah, tell us what happened here in 1619.
In 1619, the White Lion arrived here. This particular pirate ship had on aboard 20 and odd Africans who were raided from a Portuguese slave ship headed to Mexico. Those first Africans arrived and were documented by John Ralph, and he was the clerk for Jamestown, the Virginia colony. His report went back to England and is one of the primary sources we have that documents that history of 1619.
And of course, today is when you guys are going to be there's going to be a huge commemoration this year. Tell us a little bit about that and the National Park Service's role with that.
So the National Park Service is a cooperative manager with the Fort Monroe Authority. We document the history and interpret the stories of significance for Fort Monroe. Those stories include Native American inhabitants, the arrival of first Africans, the Civil War, and so this particular history focuses on those early ancestors who were their lives were disrupted by the slave trade, by Middle Passage, by the American institution of slavery. Fort Monroe happens to be one of the unique places where you have the beginnings of enslavement in the Americas, but you also have the dissolution of slavery. So in 1861, during the Civil War, this is also the same location where contraband arrived. Thousands of freedom seekers were able to find refuge here during the Civil War.
And of course, that commemoration happening later today at 10 o'clock. And straight ahead, we're going to learn even more with some people who are going to be part of this event. But that's the latest here in Fort Monroe.